What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and I'm so incredibly excited because a very respected journalist, Duncan Castles, is saying that Liverpool make contact with Nicolas Pepe's agent over a big deal for the summer transfer. And this journalist is actually a very respectable journalist because he broke the news, for example, that Buvac was leaving Liverpool. He was the first actually to tell everyone that that is happening. So he has some good sources, and he is saying that Liverpool contacted Nicolas Pepe's agent over whether Pepe is interested in a transfer. So let me know, what do you think about this in the comments below, and leave a like on this video. It really helps me out. It just takes a second for you guys to like the video if you enjoy these transfer news videos. So Pepe had 21 goals in 36 appearances for Lille. He is quite a young player who has great potential. He's 24 years old, and after scoring 14 goals last season, this season is his big season, scoring 21 goals, and he would be perfect for Liverpool. But let's hear what Duncan Castles, the journalist, has to say. And I quote, "Liverpool have been, I'm told, in contact with Pepe's agent to discuss a deal, discuss his interest in coming to Liverpool, what it would cost to bring him there. Lille are aware of this and are waiting for a bid. As we told you on the Transfer Window podcast a couple of weeks ago, Manchester United have inquired directly with Lille about what the transfer fee would be. And Bayern Munich had put in a bid of 60 million euros some time ago, but Bayern have shifted their attention to Leroy Sané, and they are trying to get that deal done instead. Paris Saint-Germain have also an interest in Pepe. Lille have stated that the player is for sale. They are very clear that he is on the market, and this gives me very big confidence that Pepe will sign for Liverpool, because I think he would be perfect for Liverpool. He is a very dynamic, very quick player, a lot of agility, dribbling skills, and he has very good goal scoring record. And as a 24-year-old, he is approaching the peak of his career. I think Mane, Firmino and Salah were around 24, 25 when they signed for Liverpool, and look how much they improved since being with Jurgen Klopp. So I'm very excited by this player and by this potential signing. And Duncan Castles, the journalist, thinks that even though Salah and Mane are among the best attackers in European football, Nicolas Pepe would fit in perfectly at Liverpool, because all three players can play centrally and out wide. So we can interchange. Salah, Mane and Nicolas Pepe can play up front, and they can play on either wing. So this gives Liverpool so many options, such versatility. And this is what he said. Nicolas Pepe, I think this is a really interesting one for Liverpool. I think he would be a fantastic fit into their squad. He is, as people in football say, a vertical player, and Liverpool are a very vertical team who like to get to the opposition box as quickly as possible. Pace across the ground is fundamental to the way they play. Part of their success in this past season has been based on keeping their key attackers fit throughout the season. They had Mane and Salah on the pitch for almost all of it. They don't really have a proper cover for those two, in the sense of a player who is a like-for-like replacement, who can go straight into the system and do the same thing. Nicolas Pepe is that kind of player. You can understand why they have been scouting him. You can understand why they are considering a move for him, because they could play the three together easily. You could move Salah into a central possession. Mane has played central, Nicolas Pepe has played central as a striker for Lille, so they are all interchangeable there. You would take pressure off each of the players, you would be able to rotate more, you would be adding goals, you would be adding assists. The second highest scorer in the French league playing for Lille is Nicolas Pepe, and only Mbappe scored more goals than him in the French league this season. He has 20 goals in just 33 games in the French league for Lille, Nicolas Pepe. So this is going to be a very exciting transfer if Liverpool can pull this off, and he would be available for around 50 to 60 million pounds. And yes, it's a lot of money, but if you consider that he has the potential to become as good as Sadio Mane, I think this makes a lot of sense, especially because Liverpool will probably get a lot more than 60 million pounds from player sales. We want to sell Harry Wilson for 25 million, Grujic for 20 million, Mignolet for like 15 million, and even a Klein for 20 million as well. So those players, if they sell, it's like 80 million in the bank. And Nicolas Pepe, as I said, only 24 years old. The best years are ahead of him. And Duncan Castles hit the nail on the head. We really need a player who is very, very similar in style to Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, because we have players like Sturridge, Shaqiri, Origi, but they are not exactly the kind of player that Mane and Salah are. They have pace, but they don't have as much pace as them, and they don't have the skill set on the level of Mane and Salah to do the same things. And Liverpool sometimes have to change systems, sometimes have to change how they play when Origi or Sturridge or Shaqiri starts as one of the front three. And I think that's not ideal. Jurgen Klopp wants a system to be in place, and the players coming in to the system should fit into the system perfectly. That's why it takes so much time for the likes of Fabinho, even Andrew Robertson, to get used to the Liverpool system, because it's a very special, unique system, not how other clubs operate on the football pitch. So I think signing a Nicolas Pepe, a player who really fits the system perfectly, would be very, very good for Liverpool. And that's why I think that Nicolas Pepe is worth even 60 million. And in today's transfer market, you don't get a very, very good winger who can score 20 goals a season for less than 50 million. I'm sorry, but that's just not how it works. And Nicolas Pepe, it would be almost guaranteed that he would get at least 10-15 goals at Liverpool. But I'm actually willing to say that he could get 20 goals easily if he plays regularly. And I think Firmino, Salah and Mane, sometimes they need a rest. You can't go through many seasons in a row just expecting all three of them to stay fit and play like 80-90% of the games. Sometimes you need to give them a break, and if we can give them a break and bring Pepe in, and we can interchange him with any player in the front three, that would be so much more, productive. Because I think that in some games where Salah or Firmino weren't like firing at their top of the really in top form, that was mainly because of little injuries, little knocks here and there, and also fatigue, tiredness. You can't underestimate how many games these players have to play week in, week out, 2-3 games every week, and even the best players can get tired. So I think this is a very big, very crucial transfer. And Nicolas Pepe has talked about his future after getting 21 goals and 12 assists. So he got 12 assists as well as 21 goals. So he contributed to 33 goals this season. That's a huge number. 33 goals. That's up there with the best that Liverpool players produced this season, I believe. And Nicolas Pepe has said this: we don't really talk about it, but my future is in question, and I want to try myself in a better league. And Nicolas Pepe is a quite physically very robust player, and I think his physicality would be great in the Premier League, because the Premier League is also a physical league, and Nicolas Pepe is no shrinking violet. He's a very strong player, and he is quite tall as well. He's 6 foot tall, that's 183 centimeters tall. For a winger, that's quite a tall height, quite a big height. So I have full confidence that Nicolas Pepe could do some great things at Liverpool. And very good news that Liverpool are set to offer a new contract to Joel Matip. The Football Insider and Anfield HQ are reporting this. 27-year-old Matip has had a very good season, and I think he's set to start in the Champions League final. And Liverpool, apparently, according to the reports, are concerned about the mounting interest in the centre-back, and they want to secure him now before other clubs make their approaches. And Matip has played 30 times this season. He was injured in the first half of the season, but in the second half of the season, after Joe Gomez got injured, he really made the centre-back position his own, past Van Dijk. And I have been actually pleasantly surprised and very impressed with Matip and how he took the ball sometimes and driven forward. It was very, very impressive how he played in the second half of the season. And for a free transfer, Joao Matip has been a great success at Liverpool. He signed from Schalke on a free transfer in 2016, and he signed a 4-year deal back then. And I don't think Liverpool have extended his deal yet. He has apparently just 4 years in 2016. That makes it like 1 year left on his contract. So Liverpool really need to sign him on a contract extension, because, as I said, I think he is a brilliant centre-back, and I really want him to stay at Liverpool for many, many years to come. And Andrew Robertson said in an interview that he wants to finish his career at Liverpool if he has a chance to do that. So let me tell you what he said exactly, and I quote: "For me, at the level I'm playing at, I would love to finish my career at Liverpool. If you gave me that option, I would bite your hand off for that. But I know how hard it is to play at an elite level for a long period of time. I hope I can do that. But Celtic isn't exactly a big drop. They play in the Champions League and Europa League and win trophies. Never say never. I would love to pull on the jersey because it is my boyhood club and I still support them. But the way my career has gone, if you were to offer me staying at Liverpool for the rest of my career, I would take it." Andrew Robertson gave a fantastic interview to the Players Tribune. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do, because it's one of the best interviews of the year that I've read. And he talks about many things in there, how he came through in Scotland, and he was actually let go at 15 years old when he was at Celtic in the youth team, just 1 year before getting a professional contract. That must have been devastating for the lad, to really get released from your boyhood club when you are so close to getting into their first team. So he had to rebuild his career, and it's well documented that he played in the Scottish 4th division not too long ago, like 5-6 years ago, and he had to work day jobs, and he was a part-time footballer, basically, not a professional full-time footballer. So the way that he has risen through hard work, grit, determination, and talent, of course, is remarkable. It's one of the best stories of football, how Andrew Robertson rose through the ranks. And he actually said that it's not a fairy tale. People shouldn't call it a fairy tale. He is there on merit because he worked so hard to get to the top. And you don't become one of the best left backs in the world, and you don't become the best left back in the Premier League by accident. You have to work very many hours, and I fully respect and really I admire Andrew Robertson and what he has done in the past few years. And James Milner got some big compliments by Jurgen Klopp. There was a video where Jurgen Klopp was looking at childhood pictures of the players, and when James Milner's picture came up, he said, same haircut as today, I like that. That's consistency, Mr. Consistent, James Milner. Sports-wise, he's so talented, it's unbelievable. He plays golf close to a professional level. He can be quite intense because he is demanding, so good compliments about James Milner by Jurgen Klopp. And Jordan Henderson actually told the Daily Mail, the Liverpool captain, "Did I think about asking for Messi's shirt? No, I've never done it. Roy told me when I was at Sunderland that if you ask for someone's shirt, it looks like you are in awe of them. As it turned out, I came home with Luis Suarez's shirt. Luis is a good lad, and he gave me the shirt, his shirt as a gesture as we had played together for Liverpool. I don't know what he has done with mine. I'm sure that Luis Suarez has a wardrobe full of famous footballers' shirt that he played against it. And Jurgen Klopp was actually linked to Juventus recently when Juventus released the information that Allegri was leaving Juventus, and Jurgen Klopp was asked about the rumors, like, is there any truth in him going to Juventus maybe this summer or in the future? Does he have any interest in the Serie A? And this is what he said, and I love this answer. All these rumors I hear about Juventus are bullshit. There is nothing true about it. I'm not going to leave Liverpool. I know Serie A very well, I follow it and I like it, but I'm going to stay at Liverpool. And actually some people are saying that Liverpool should be giving Jurgen Klopp a new contract. He still has 3 years left on his 7-year contract, which I love, but I think if Liverpool win the Champions League this season, then it's time for Jurgen Klopp to get a new contract, because honestly there is not one manager who fits Liverpool better than Jurgen Klopp, or who even fits Liverpool as well as Jurgen Klopp. He has done remarkably well at Liverpool, and how he has built up this club from finishing 8th in the Premier League to almost winning the title. We were this close, and to being in back-to-back Champions League finals is an incredible job. And when he took over, if someone said that we would qualify for 4 cup finals, we would qualify for 3 European finals in 4 seasons, I would have said, I will take it. That's an amazing achievement, and I'm really happy with the progress, but we need to take the next step and win the Champions League final. Really looking forward to it and really excited. And of course I will do preview video and live reactions for the Champions League final on Saturday. I'm so pumped for it, so looking forward to it. And Virgil van Dijk was asked, one game to go, it's another Champions League final, how does it sound? It sounds pretty good. We worked hard this season. The season is almost over, but obviously we have one final big push left, and we are going to give everything that we have got, and we will see what's going to bring us. I think the mindset is always to think that you are never going to play pain-free. I had moments when I was struggling during the week, but I think at the end of the day, what makes me keep going is when that whistle goes at the weekend, I need to be there. I made sure I did the right things around the injury that I had, make sure I eat good, get treatment, recover well. It's not easy, but we did it so far, and we have one more push left. We have a great group of players. The characters we have in our team, it all fits together well. Any additions that we are going to get in the future, I think the club knows how to do that as well, and it all clicks. I think we always make it a bit difficult for ourselves, but yes, I think the away games in the group stages were poor, especially the one in Naples, but obviously the one in Belgrade was a very poor performance from all of us. We knew it, and we made it right at Anfield with a bit of help from Alisson against Napoli with the big save. We all know that he is capable of these things. We did it, and after the group stages we had Bayern Munich and then Porto. We did the job perfectly, I think. In the knockout stages we were very good, dominant, played very well, and we are where we deserve to be. I think I said it after the game against Barcelona in the first leg. It felt so strange because we lost 3-0, and it was like, how? We were sitting in the dressing room thinking, how did we lose this 3-0? The first goal I should have done better, the second goal was a bit of luck, and the free kick was outstanding. We had chances, we dominated, we put Barcelona under pressure, we gave them so much trouble, and not a lot of teams have done that over there. We were 3-0 down, and we had to find a solution to overcome it. And I had a feeling straight after the game that we could do it, especially if you believe the whole build up to the game in the second leg at Anfield, the moment that we arrived at the stadium, and I felt that this could be a special night. Obviously, you know that they have the best player in the world. I think that they cannot even have a chance, and if you score, then it makes it even more difficult, but we did it. After the opening goal from Divock, I think everyone around started to believe as well. Everything just clicked the whole evening. And Virgil van Dijk was asked, did he rewatch the Champions League final? And he said this: last year's final, I didn't watch anything back, to be fair, besides the goals. They showed them everywhere, so you can't miss them. It was a very tough day, but there were so many lessons out of that day. It's not like I could have done this better, it was like the experience and everything that happened over the night. I took so many things with me. To be there this year again is something special, and we are going to give everything that we have, and hopefully that's enough. Liverpool is my club, definitely, and I'm very proud to be wearing this shirt every day, but it's also one of the reasons why I came here. How everyone lives around Liverpool, lives and dies for the club, want to do everything for us, will be there in tough times. They will also be with us in good times. I think this is a real football club, and you don't have too many at this level that are living and breathing football for a club like Liverpool. It was a very important decision for me to make, but so far it has gone pretty well. I think Tottenham will play their own game, and we are going to play our own game as well. It's one game, anything can happen. We just try to play our game. Hopefully we can give Tottenham a lot of difficulties. We saw them when we played them at home. At the second half we were struggling a little bit as they changed the system, but because they were struggling in the first half. So we are going to prepare very well, and we started it here in Marbella, and we will have another full week to prepare. We will be prepared for any situation that is going to come across. Then it's all about us and what we do in the final. So let's go for it. That's a brilliant interview by Van Dijk. I wanted to share it with you guys, and he's growing into one of my favorite players at Liverpool right now. So very happy about that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you later. Goodbye.